I'm going to have to take you way back, Joe, way back to the late 1990s. So at this time, if you cast your mind back in Australia, I was one of the youngest GMs of sales and marketing for Ansett, the airline at ever had, which was fantastic, but a lot of pressure. And I had a team of over 60 people, but the defining moment was because of what happened one week in September. So Ansett as an airline had gone into voluntary administration, and our CEO at the time was telling us all that we needed to, keep the troops motivated, keep selling, everything's going to be fine. And I made a decision, an important one, and as it turns out, quite a defining one for me. I decided not to do what the CEO was telling us to do, and instead decided to be completely transparent with my team about the state that the business was in. And I moved myself and my senior leadership team out of our very nice office building and consolidated us all on the same floor in the same building where my frontline teams were based. And at the time, I just remember thinking, I just feel like it'll be better if we're all together as we go through this experience. And boy, was I right. I had all of my team update the CVs. I got the CVs out to all the recruiters I knew. And then, of course, came September 11th. And I always say the week of September 11, 2001 was not only one of the most impactful of my career, but it was also a complete roller coaster of emotions. Because Monday was my birthday. Tuesday was September 11th. Wednesday, we all went into work feeling really guilty about worrying about our jobs, given what had just occurred on the other side of the world. And then Thursday, I went into the office and I had to sat in what I can only describe as a goldfish bowl type meeting room. So glass, floor to ceiling, no frosting at all. And my team of 60 all watching me on this call anxiously from outside. And this call, they knew it was a big one. And it was on that very call that I was told that we had to close the doors of the airline immediately. So I had to turn up that call, walked out, and I had to tell my team that they no longer had jobs, no payouts, no benefits. That was it. It was over. And it was an incredibly hard message to deliver. A message that I'd only just heard moments before myself. And I was on my own delivery. There was no HR support, just a 20-year younger version of myself with my team literally standing all the way around me. And not only that, but I had to supervise them as they packed up all their personal belongings and collect all the security passes, because I was the one handed the key to lock down the building that day and we were never allowed back in the building again. So of course, when I had to deliver this bad news, whilst there were absolutely tears and hugs, my team were prepared. So there are the departments that, without sounding too dramatic, had people in medical hysterics. My team went out and bought me flowers because they were just so grateful that they'd been prepared for what ended up being this ultimate outcome. For anyone who's not aware, 17,000 people lost their jobs that day in Australia. It had a massive impact on many families across the country. But what's most important to me about this story, Joe, is that all 62 of my team members found new jobs very quickly after that day. In fact, in about 3 weeks. And to this day, I'm super proud of that. And I think the whole experience really helped me realize that I wanted to lead in this real authentic way. I wanted to always put my people first. That was the right way to lead. And I realized also I was strong enough to be the one to always lead with empathy. And it definitely shaped my leadership style.